Hi everyone, it's Paul and Yulia here, nutrition and lifestyle coaches from Rawsome Healthy.
Hello.
How are you doing today? Now in today's video we wanted to talk about how to overcome the struggle of eating enough fruit.
Yes, well, when we did our recent raw food workshop, this concern came up high on people's agenda. So we thought to make a video for you and to share the tips that can help you to overcome the struggle. And it is the struggle that we all had to face. We certainly had to face it back when we started this lifestyle 4.5 years ago. So these tips, the tips that we're going to share with you, are really going to help you. Before we do that, let us just thank you all guys for filling in our recent survey. We sent a survey to our list of subscribers to our website. If you're not as yet a member of our website, be sure to sign up. And we had a huge response, and it was just some excellent responses, and you are going to keep us busy. You're really keeping us busy. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for us. No, there's plenty to do. So thank you so much guys for your responses.
Thank you.
They were just
really
so much appreciated. We really do appreciate them. Thank you.
We do. Okay, so on to the first tip.
Okay, so the first one is do some exercise. Do some vigorous exercise before you eat a meal. So before you have breakfast or even lunch or dinner, do some vigorous exercise like cycling or swimming or running or squats or even CrossFit training. Great way to get that sense of hunger going so you eat a proper meal.
Absolutely, and exercise is something that a lot of raw foodists ignore, and a lot of people ignore. We certainly, having observed so many hundreds and hundreds of raw foodists around the world, we do still see a lot of people who wake up in the morning and they just walk around, and then they'll have their breakfast and then they'll have their lunch, and then they will complain that, oh, it's so hard to eat enough fruit in this lifestyle. But if you've exercised, that's very different. You have really created that sense of hunger.
The next point is get used to your stomach feeling much fuller. Now on this diet typically there are a lot less calories in the food, it's much more water rich, so you're going to naturally feel fuller. But your stomach will have a natural elasticity to it, so be able to accommodate the extra food, so it isn't a problem.
And certainly when we observe animals in nature, wild animals in nature, they eat a lot. And they eat until they're full and satiated, and babies also, they eat a lot, and babies, you can see babies' stomachs expanding because they've still got this elasticity. But when as adults, we eat cooked food, so we just lose it. So it's just a case of use it or lose it, and when you're switching to this diet, it is something that you will restore naturally. Okay, the next point is sleep and hydration. So if you are not sleeping enough, if you're not getting enough hours of sleep and you're not resting enough, not only it will have a knock-on effect on your health, on your overall health, it will not make you feel as hungry. You will be feeling sluggish and you will be feeling unhappy and depressed, and in this state, when you lack this vibrancy, this vitality, it is difficult to eat enough, and it's certainly difficult to eat enough high vibe food, which are fruits and veggies. They're very high vibe food. You know, you've got to be in the right state of mind for them. So sleep enough and hydrate yourself. If you are not hydrated, again, you will find it difficult to eat enough food. So, and don't drink right before your meal. Drink 15 to 20 minutes before your meal. Throughout the day, in the morning is best. And just drink plenty of water to keep yourself hydrated, but do not drink together with your meal or right before your meal, because you will not be able to, your stomach will be full of water and it will not be able to accommodate all the fruits. So 15 to 20 minutes before your meal, and then wait until you've digested your meal and then drink again.
The next one is make sure your fruit is always ripe. Now it might seem like an obvious one, but you'll be surprised at how many people actually eat unripe fruit, especially when it comes to things like bananas. They look at it and think, oh, it's yellow, so it's got to be ripe, but actually that's not true. You should make sure that when you press it, it actually gives, so it's nice and soft. Now, if you do eat unripe fruit, then it's not going to taste good, it's not going to give you a good feeling in your stomach because it's not going to be digesting properly because it's not ripe, it's not ready to eat. So it's a really poor idea, really bad idea. So you should always eat ripe fruit. Make sure you've always got ripe fruit on hand and you've got enough so you can have a proper meal.
Yeah, so planning is very important also, just making sure that you've got enough ripe fruit. And Paul, for example, Paul in the past never liked bananas. He didn't even like that much fruit because his fruit would always be unripe.
Yeah.
He used to bring
Never
bananas
liked
back home. And when we started ripening our bananas the right way, when we started following this lifestyle the right way, following the fruit-based lifestyle the right way, Paul could eat
It was
15,
completely different.
20 bananas
Easily,
like
easily,
a
yeah.
monkey.
Like a monkey, yeah, just one after the other. When before I couldn't even eat one. It's just like, wow,
That was
so
funny.
different. It was so
Yes.
fun.
So the next one is if fruit is too sweet for you to eat. If your banana smoothie, banana and date smoothie, or whatever fruit you're putting into your smoothie is too sweet for you to eat, then add some greens. So when some people start on a fruit-based diet, they find that it is a little bit too much sweetness. So if you add greens to your smoothie, if you add greens to your salad, and by greens I mean lettuce, I mean celery, I mean kale, I mean all types of soft leafy greens, baby spinach, and the list goes on and on and on. So be creative with the greens that you add to your fruit. Then fruit will taste less sweet and you will be able to eat great volumes of it. So add greens to your smoothie, and instead of drinking your smoothie, eat your smoothie. Because in order for it to get digested, you need to get, you need to get
Mix
the
it with your
saliva.
saliva.
Yes, you need to mix it with your saliva, and you need to get the chewing action going. So it tells your stomach that, start digesting food. Food is entering my body. So it's just something natural and something not to ignore. If you just drink your smoothie, it'll be too quick and you'll feel too bloated. You will not be able to digest your food properly. Take your time. Enjoy your meal. Make it a slow and wonderful and
Joyous
experience.
So the next point is having too much fat in the diet. Now this is typically any more than around the mid-teens of percentage of fat of total daily calories. So if you eat too much fat, obviously you're not going to want to eat as much fruit, and also you have the issue of blood sugar levels going up because you've eaten fat or a lot of fat in your diet, then you eat fruit on top of that. The fruit is going to break down into sugars in your blood, and then your body's going to try and move those sugars into your body's cells, but it's going to get blocked by all that fat in your blood. So that's really not a good idea. So you want to keep low fat, typically below mid-teens of your percentage of total daily calories.
And ideally under 10%.
Yes.
Yeah, under 10%.
Under 10%.
And the amount of clients that we've coached who come to us and say, well, it sounds good, I want to give it a go, but I don't think I can eat so much fruit. And when we go through their diets, it is because they eat a lot of fat. When they remove when they lower their consumption of fat, all of a sudden, oh, I can eat a lot of fruit and I really enjoy my fruit. So keep your fat percentage low. Okay, and the last point is eat calorifically dense fruit. So if you're struggling with eating enough fruit and all you eat is apples and pears and watermelons, then you will not be able to meet your calorific needs. So switch to calorifically dense fruit primarily. Of course, you can eat your water-rich fruit too, on top of your calorifically dense fruit, like bananas, dates, figs, persimmons, and all the sweet tropical fruit. Mangoes are great for calories too. So eat primarily this fruit. Bananas are very, they're very cheap, they're cost effective. So a big meal of bananas and dates, and then you can vary your diet with other fruits and just include the sort of fruit that's perhaps less calorifically dense and less sweet. But for sure, do include like a large bulk of your calories coming from calorifically dense fruits if you are struggling with eating enough fruit. So this is what we wanted to share with you today. Please post your comments below.
As always, guys.
Yes,
thank you.
We look forward to it.
Eat sweet, be fit, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.